Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 190 for Monday, August 10th, 2009. And the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is one that came in this amazing box set. It's called the David Lynch Lime Green box set. It's, as you can see, you know, it's like this and has tons of movies, and there's a little booklet with a bunch of pictures. Pretty awesome stuff. If you're a humongous David Lynch fan like I am, I would highly recommend that you pick it up. I believe it's 10 discs. It comes with the Eraserhead, Blue Velvet, Wild at Heart, The Elephant Man, tons and tons of extra stuff. It has the Dumbland kind of, I guess, animated web series, I guess, that David Lynch did. There's a mystery disc with tons of short films that have been unreleased. There's something called Industrial Symphony No. 1, which had never before been released. Ooh, almost hurt something. Never before been released on DVD. I would highly recommend people pick this up. It's my little baby. But the film I'm reviewing for you today from this set is one I'd actually never seen before, The Elephant Man. And as I said, The Elephant Man is directed by David Lynch. It stars John Hurt, Anthony Hopkins, and Anne Bancroft, a few other people in this film as well. The Elephant Man is basically the story of John Merrick, who is the Elephant Man, born with horrendous defects all over his face. He looks absolutely hideous. And Anthony Hopkins' character kind of takes him in and under his wing and kind of takes care of him, teaches him how to speak. He's been frightened his whole life to even talk, and kind of tries to make him a human being and a person rather than a freak show that he was in the carnival circuit. The Elephant Man is a pretty powerful film, I would say. I think it's pretty hard not to be affected by what's going on, and I think I actually liked it quite a bit more than I was maybe initially expecting to like it, because I feel like these types of films, we've been trained as moviegoers now that when we see biopics like Ray or, you know, Walk the Line, or any sort of film like The Elephant Man where it's like the story of someone's life, we're pretty accustomed to, you know, the beginning, the middle, and the end, and everything that's going to go in between, and most of the time they're good films. You're like, oh, that was a good film, but it's usually what you expected. But I really think that David Lynch has kind of done away with that model, and I don't even know if that model was around when The Elephant Man came out, but the film opens, and like from the get-go, I'm like, this is David Lynch to the fullest. In the very beginning, it's basically a flashback sequence of these elephants and John Merrick's mother, and it's shot in true black and white. I guess that means it's not shot on color and then transferred to black and white. It's shot on true black and white reels, so the whole film has kind of this distinct look to it. And I think that the film works mostly because of not only the directing but the acting. I think John Hurt, even though you cannot recognize John Hurt, does a fantastic job playing John Merrick, because he truly makes you care about this person, even though you don't really know anything other than, you know, he has these birth defects, he's been living in fear his whole life, and when he starts to learn how to speak, you're like rooting him on, and the final 10-15 minutes of this film are really powerful stuff, and it doesn't end in the conventional way that I was expecting films like this to end. And it ends with a very distinct kind of David Lynch signature, and I think it's much more powerful than what standard Hollywood would have maybe done with this type of picture. I don't know if I really have anything else to say. I don't think it's my favorite, by far not my favorite David Lynch film, but that being said, it's a very un-Lynch film, if I could say that. It's structured, there's nothing abstract or truly crazy about this movie, but it is a fantastic movie, and I'm surprised this is the first time I had ever seen it. I would highly recommend people to go out and rent it. I think there's a bonus feature on the DVD I have that shows interviews with people, and John Hurt said that if he knew somebody that could make it to the end of Elephant Man and not feel any emotional connectivity to what was going on, he would not want to know that person. and I totally agree with him. I give Elephant Man a 4.5 out of 5. I would highly recommend you guys check that out. And I would highly recommend you buy this box set if you're into David Lynch at all, or if you're just trying to get into Lynch. It's a good place to start. Anyway, thank you guys very much, and I will be back tomorrow with another review for you.